Hello from Okaukuejo, hello from Etosha National Park. Pretty excited to be here. 2 days of traveling, finally arrived. How did I get here? Book a flight from wherever you are in the world and fly to Okaukuejo International Airport / Windhoek International Airport.
Morning everyone and welcome to Cape Town. I'm smiling because I'm heading back to Namibia.
Pick up your rental vehicle, head north towards a small town called Okaukuejo. If you've got the power station on your right and you reach the police roadblock about 30 k's after Windhoek, then you know you're heading in the right direction. You should find Okaukuejo about 70 kilometers after Windhoek, heading north. You don't have to head into town, carry on straight and you'll drive around Okaukuejo. There is an engine service station where I filled up this morning. Once you're done, get back on that same road, head straight, eventually get to a sign that says Otjiwarongo, turn right. And from there, Otjiwarongo should be about 175 kilometers. Once you get on Otjiwarongo, again, carry on straight. If you did not do your shopping in Windhoek, Otjiwarongo is a great place to do it as well. They've got a very big Spar. I like to stop there. I stopped there today. They also have a lot of petrol stations, banks. We turn off to the Anderson Gate. Okaukuejo Anderson Gate is left at that traffic light that's right on the corner at the Spar. So you turn left there, carry on straight from there. Ochu should be about 70 kilometers. Once you get to Ochu, again straight until you get to a dead end. In front of you will be a Shell garage. Turn left, carry on straight. They do have a lot of petrol stations, banks, shops. They have a very big Spar as well. You're sort of realizing where I like to shop. There's also a nice coffee shop opposite the Spar. Anderson Gate or Okaukuejo from there should be 110 kilometers. Anderson Gate about 90. Just before you get to the gate, about 5 kilometers before it, on your right will be another petrol station. That's the last one before you get into the park. But don't worry, they have fuel at Okaukuejo, Namutoni as well as Halali. And then you'll hit the gate. Pass through, 16 kilometers later and you arrive in Okaukuejo camp. And that is how you get from wherever in the world you traveled from, Cape Town, me, to Okaukuejo in Etosha National Park.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new.
Good morning everyone. Had a good rest, all smiles. Got up early this morning, just had an amazing drive. Went to one of the waterholes nearby Okaukuejo. I've already seen 2 times hyenas and now I'm on the edge of the pan. So let's start at the beginning. Why is it called Etosha? There's some ostriches. I have no way you'll see that. I doubt it. Why is it called Etosha? Etosha means in the Vambu language, big white place. And that refers to the pan. It is a big white place. Beginning of the beginning, park fees. They've just recently increased the park fees and it now includes a conservation fee. So Namibians as well as permanent residency holders of 50 Rand a day. That's per person per day. SADC is 100 Rand per person per day. Everybody else is 150 Rand a day. Plus 50 Rand per vehicle per day. Park fees are paid at the park but not at the gate. You will do a bit of paperwork at the gate, fill in your permit. And once you get to reception, there's a separate desk where you'll pay your park fees. Please remember to pay your park fees. If you get to a gate and you haven't paid your park fees, they will send you back. They will send you back.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing?
I just returned from my little excursion, early morning excursion. There's no electricity. This doesn't usually happen. Big thing is to know is if there's no electricity, there's no fuel. Remember, there's that petrol station 5 kilometers outside the gate. If you really need to get fuel, I'm going to get some breakfast. Hopefully they can still make breakfast even though there's no electricity. Breakfast is included with all the accommodation.
I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me.
And it was a basic but delicious breakfast, filling. I'm not going to show you breakfast every morning. Doesn't make sense.
I just so that you get an idea of what you can expect. Now we'll head west to Okaukuejo and Mbari waterholes, explore the western side of the park, see what we can find.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me.
I've just stopped at one of the rest stops, official rest stops. These are places where you're actually allowed to get out of the car in Etosha National Park. Remember, unlike the other parks in Namibia, Etosha, you're not allowed to get out of your vehicle except for these designated areas. How do you find them? You buy the official Etosha National Park map for 60 Namibian dollars. That's about $3 US, $4 US at the shop in Okaukuejo, Namutoni and Halali. Also, while we're talking about navigation, there's 6 camps. 6 camps, there's one. 6 camps. 6 camps in Etosha National Park. Okaukuejo, where I stayed last night. We arrived from the Anderson Gate. If you head west about 130 kilometers, you'll find Olifantsrust. If you head further west from there, it's about another 50-60 kilometers to Dolomite Camp. If you head east from Okaukuejo, 70 kilometers, you'll find Halali. Another 70 kilometers, you'll find Namutoni. And if you head north from Namutoni, you'll find Onkoshi, about 40 kilometers right on the edge of the path.
I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
Mbari Waterhole, the furthest west we'll go today. This is one of the most famous waterholes in Etosha National Park. Any picture you see where there's hundreds of animals, you know it's Mbari. And definitely at the top of the must-see when it comes to waterholes in Etosha National Park.
Where I'd rather be than with you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky.
Quickly booked a guided game drive. If you're struggling to find animals, this is a very good way to do it. They've got 3 a day, 6:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is one I'll be going on. Then they've got a night drive as well at 7. It's 2 hours, 300 Namibian dollars per person, and they do give you a water as well as a cool drink.
Day 2, Etosha National Park. Just arrived, just after 7, just arrived at the Brawny Waterholes, about 15 minutes from Okaukuejo. So I've already spent 2 nights here and I haven't told you about accommodation options yet or how to book. So accommodation for Namutoni, Halali and Okaukuejo is bush chalets, double rooms or camping. Additionally, at Okaukuejo they have waterhole chalets, and at Halali they've got honeymoon chalets. And Dolomite and Onkoshi have those permanent, the chips and geese. It's loving it. And then Dolomite and Onkoshi has those permanent tented structures, tented chalets on these stilts. And that's the accommodation options. You book online at NWR. I put the link in the description. And you can book directly and pay online. There's no need to go through a travel agent or anything else. You can book directly online and do that. Don't call or email. Don't waste your time. That is a big tip. Don't call or email and waste your time. at the rest stop at the Olifant's Butt waterhole. That translates to elephant's baths. Literally, this is where elephants come to bath. I've also on one occasion found 4 hyena bathing here, so it seems like it's the general bathing spot for this section of the park. Let's take this time to talk about facilities, which I guess is very important to everyone. Let's start with restaurants. All the camps have restaurants except for Olifant's Risk, which has a small kiosk which sells basic takeaway type foods. Shops are available at Okaukuejo, Halali and Namutoni. They are basic and a bit expensive, and the same goes for fuel. Fuel is available at Okaukuejo, Halali, Namutoni, and it's open from sunrise to sunset. Swimming pools are available at all the camps except for Olifant's Risk, and Dolomite has an amazingly beautiful infinity pool. Waterholes are at all the camps except for Dolomite and Onkoshi, and in my opinion the best waterholes can be found at Okaukuejo and Olifant's Risk. Game drives is available at all the camps except for Olifant's Risk. Wi-Fi will be available for free at Dolomite and all the other camps except for Olifant's Risk and Onkoshi. I'll just have to check Onkoshi. And then cell signal again, all the camps except maybe for Dolomite. I can't remember if there's cell phone signal at Dolomite. There is a museum / visitor center available at Okaukuejo and Namutoni, and camping is available at all the camps except for Dolomite and Onkoshi. There's no camping at Dolomite and Onkoshi. The waterholes from 6 to 1. 6 is an honorary mention. It's Okandeka, 20 kilometers north of Okaukuejo. I've never actually seen anything except for the normal animals, but I've been told that you get proper predator sightings there. Especially check the bushes across from the waterhole on the other side of the road. Often lions sleep there with their kill. Number 5 is Rietfontein waterhole, about 20 kilometers west of Halali camp. I've seen massive herds of elephant there. Number 4 is elephant baths, the one we visited earlier today. 25 kilometers southeast of Okaukuejo. As per the name, large herds of elephant come there to bath. Number 3, Charisau. Charisau, I'm not sure if that's the proper pronunciation. We're actually on our way to it. It's halfway between Halali and Okaukuejo. Look out for the massive tree right next to the waterhole. Lions like to sleep under it. Number 2 is Mbari, the one of all the animals, about 60 kilometers northwest of Okaukuejo. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of animals like to congregate there. Number 1, the very best, greatest waterhole in Etosha National Park is at Okaukuejo, the one right in the camp. You don't have to go anywhere, you'll find all the animals you want to and need to see right at that waterhole. I just arrived at the Halali camp. Managed to book a bush chalet for the night as well as a game drive tomorrow morning. Pretty happy with that. And the last thing, something in the bush. The last thing I want to show you is the Moringa waterhole, which is the waterhole at Halali camp. It's not quite Okaukuejo waterholes equal, but I have seen large herds of elephant here, but never any cats. That was an early and quite frisky game drive. Yes, it does get cold in Namibia. Followed by a big breakfast. And now I'm just going to pack up and head east to Onkoshi via Namutoni. Another windy day in the Etosha National Park. I'm gonna try. Let's see if it works. No, it didn't work, so I'm back in the car. This is the Etosha Pan Lookout, one of my favorite places to stop out. It's pretty cool because you can walk out, take some pictures, get back in your car and leave. A few other things that I think should be on a to-do list when you come to Etosha National Park. The waterhole at Okaukuejo, especially at night. You can climb the tower at Okaukuejo. You can climb the fort at Namutoni, do some game viewing at the Olifantsrust game hide, take a swim in the Dolomite Camp infinity pool, and go for a sundowner drink on Onkoshi's deck. Welcome to Namutoni, our second last stop before we reach Onkoshi. That is the big white fort. Unfortunately it's locked. Did have a bit of bad publicity a few months ago and seems they decided just to lock it up. So unfortunately you can't climb it anymore. You have a water hole on that side and a swimming pool there. So from here, if you head north, you'll find Onkoshi and the King Halali gate. Northwest is a fisher pan. Sorry about the ice cream, it's hot. Which during the rainy season serves as a bird sanctuary. And heading south you'll find the tar road. It's actually a tar road. About 10 kilometers get you to the Van Lindenquist gate.
Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. You miss the ones you know. I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're...
Our final destination, Onkoshi Camp. Uniquely situated on the eastern edge of the Etosha Pan. Beautiful views. Beautiful rooms as well. Only bad thing is there's no air conditioning, and that includes Dolomite Camp as well. No air conditioning, which sucks. To end off this video, I got some questions over Google, some frequently asked questions, and I'm quickly going to answer them. You'll definitely see big game like lions, elephant and rhino, and potentially cheetah and leopard as well. And of course the Etosha Pan, which is extremely unique. Yes, the best way to explore Etosha National Park is to self-drive. You don't necessarily need a 4x4, but you'll have a much better experience if you do have one. No, Etosha National Park does not have African buffalo. I've always had my best experiences during the winter months, say about May to October, but any time of the year is good. No, wild camping is not allowed. You're only allowed to camp within designated camps, which is Namutoni, Halali, Okaukuejo and Olifantsrust. Yes, there is no malaria in Etosha National Park. No, Etosha National Park is not in a town. The nearest towns are Chumep in the east, Ochu in the south and Kamanyap in the west. It is as safe as it gets in Africa, and Namibia itself is one of the safest countries in Africa. And that's a wrap for the Etosha National Park video. Thank you for watching. Please like if you liked the video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. I'll put a whole lot of information in the description below, so go check that out. And from a scenic Onkoshi camp on the eastern edge of the Etosha Pan, and after another amazing stay in the Etosha National Park, I'm Nick from Namibia, and you'll be watching 54. You'll be watching 54 10 Africa.